clear out the door.
Good evening. According to TireCompressors.com, in 2010, there were over 220 million tire punctures. That equates to over 7 punctures every second. Changing a tire is not hard. Anybody can do it. All you need is the correct tools, the correct service, and a little bit of know-how. I'll go over these things with you today. First thing is, if you happen to get a flat, try to pull over to where you're on the correct surface. You want a hard surface that is flat, and if you cannot do that, make sure that you chalk the tires. By chalking the tires, I mean placing, depending upon if you're down, if the grade is down, you want to put the chalk in front of the tire, and if it's back like this, you put it behind both tires. That way it can't slide. Next thing you need to do is locate where your jack is and tire iron. In my car, the jack is on top of the spare tire in the trunk. You just have to loosen up the nut, take it off, and get it out. The next thing that you need to do is place the jack in the correct spot. It depends on what type of car you have. With mine, depending upon if it's in the front or the rear, you need to place the tire underneath the body. It's marked where you place the jack, and if you don't know where it's at, always consult your owner's manual. In my case, it's a 2014 Hyundai Sonata owner's manual. After locating the jack and tools, you'll want to take the hubcap off. And on this tire, I have one to scale. You just pop it off. The next thing you will need to do is to remove the lug nuts. Easiest way to remember, you move it counterclockwise. Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Remove them in a star pattern, starting with the top, then move down, then over to here, and then finally that one. Sometimes the tires are a little tough to get off, and you have to wiggle them. After you wiggle it off, locate your spare tire. Like I said, in my car, it's right where the jack was. If you're in a truck, it is usually under the bed, and you have to use the tool that comes with the truck to lower it down. That's also real simple to do. If you have any questions there, consult your owner's manual. Once you locate the tire, place it, lift it up, and place it onto the lug nuts, and try to push it in as far as you can. Then you want to take the lug nuts and place them on the lugs, and then this you don't have to go with the star pattern. You can just finger tighten them on. Once you get them on, take the tire iron. The one that I recommend is the cross tire iron. It fits many makes and models, and you can get more leverage with it. Snug them up. And in this you want to use the star pattern that I talked about earlier. Start at the top, go to the bottom, left, right, and back. Once you get them snug, slowly lower the jack. You do not want the jack to fall down in case you happen to have you didn't tighten them up as tight as you need it to be. After you get it all lowered down, remove the jack from underneath the car, and then go through and tighten each lug nut down. And then this you need to really tighten it because you're going to be driving. If you have a full-size spare, you can go a little bit farther. If you have the donut, which most cars have these days, they're designed to only go at a top speed of 45 miles per hour for about 100 miles. They're just designed to get you to the nearest service station to get a new tire put on the car. Once you are done with getting it all snugged up, be sure and place your tools back in the proper place that they came. Because if you don't, you may think something's wrong with your car and you'll hear it flopping around. At this point, you drive to the nearest service station and get a new tire put on. In conclusion, changing a tire is not that hard. Anybody can do it. Just remember, you need as flat a surface as possible. Make sure that the tires are chalked. Remove the lug nuts. Place them back in the star pattern. And place everything back at its proper position. Thank you for your time.
Pretty good, Aaron. You know, I could almost change a tire. Could you?
You got it.
Let my dog in.
That didn't seem like that was 5 minutes.
Hey,